you caught me in the middle of baking brownies. I am definitely a box baker, Aldi brand. So in the middle of that, we've got something to go to tonight. This is my refrigerator. Probably looks like your refrigerator. Pictures on the outside. Usually there's a couple of school papers. There doesn't happen to be today. This is actually our compassion child that we sponsor. His name is Daniel, and he's from the Honduras. This is what we fondly call the blue room. It's our family room. It's kind of where we live. And this is where the boys play their Nintendo. And that's pretty cleaned up. This is also the room that if I had my choice, I would get new furniture in this room. If I could do an extreme furniture makeover, this is where I would do it. Our couch is, it looks, you know, on the outside it looks great, but when you sit in it, you usually fall all the way down into it. Well, yeah, it probably looks like yours does. There's popcorn underneath there. Okay, as you come upstairs, you gotta watch your step because there's always stuff on the stairs. I keep hoping that they will pick it up on their own, but usually I have to alert them that it's there. When Erica said that she wanted her room pink, we didn't realize how serious she was. Her sister likes to say that it looks like Barbie puked in here. This is Cola's bedroom. Cola always keeps his bedroom pretty neat. I think that's what happens when a child's lived in an orphanage for 9 years. So his room is almost always neat. This is our bathroom. This is the bathroom that 5 of us share. It used to be 6 of us until Annie got married, and once she got married, we were down 1. So 5 of us share this. That's usually the way the bathroom sink looks. Would you believe that most of that belongs to Evan? And this is our bedroom, the master bedroom. But this is also doubles as my laundry folding table. And I've just begun today. So by the end of the day, the piles will be very, very high. The furniture in here, my husband got a little bit of an inheritance when his grandmother died, and he wanted something to remember her by. So we actually bought new furniture. It's the first time we've bought new furniture in 24 years. So we've enjoyed having something a little bit new in the family. Although I haven't dusted this for a while either. You could probably write your name in the furniture. Well, that's the end of the tour. That's the Savage House. Well, that's my normal. What's yours? I think we've all seen enough television shows, magazine layouts, and movies that we can both consciously and unconsciously compare our very real houses to picture-perfect scenes. But the truth is, we need a different picture of what a real home with real children looks like. What does a family home look like that's truly lived in? And the bigger question is, how do you turn your house into a home? What routines do you do that makes it work for your family? How is it that you create a safe and comfortable place for your family to call home?
So I'm really struggling lately, you guys. I'm having a hard time keeping my house clean, and I just feel overwhelmed. Do you guys have any tips that might help me?
People say that my house is clean, but really it's just surface clean. So I don't do a lot of dusting and heavy vacuuming, but every day before Daddy comes home from work, we have like a 10-minute pickup. So I'm watching the clock at 3:50. I get the boys, we pick up all the toys that are all over the floor. I get out the little swivel sweeper, so it's, you know, not getting out the big vacuum, just picking up the crumbs. I stick the dishes in the dishwasher. I make everything look surface clean because it makes me feel better, and I know my husband feels better when he walks into a nice clean house. And we turn the TV off so we can all just focus on Daddy coming home, and that has helped us. So it's just the surface. When the surface picked up, then it feels better. It doesn't have to be deep clean.
Feels clean.
And that's a great idea because it gets your kids involved too and teaches them to pick stuff up. My boys need help with that.
Yeah.
I just don't be concerned. I'm not concerned about the playroom anymore. I've resolved myself that the playroom is going to look like a tornado hit it all the time, and I'm okay with that because I'll pick it up and have them help, and 5 minutes later they have toys everywhere again because they're 2, you know. So I try to keep the mess kind of contained to one room, but again, it's not clean, you know. It's dusty, but at least I try to keep it organized.
Before I had kids, I used to be a perfectionist, and I always wanted everything to be a certain way, and I've had to give up a lot of that. And it's really been good. It's been freeing for me to just be like, it can be a mess, and that's okay, and you know, and knowing that my husband's okay with that. But we've come up with a plan that once a month, like the house can be surfacey clean, but once a month we deep clean, and we do that together. And usually we make it
Together, you get him to help?
well, before the kids were old enough, we would send them to a babysitter and we would do it together. Because he knew that it made me feel better. You know, he's like, how can I help? And I'm like, well, just once a month you can help me clean. Now that the kids are older, we give them a toilet brush and they do it too, and it's a night. It's one night a month. It's only one night a month. And it makes me feel better, and the rest of the time I'm okay with just things being picked up.
Well, the cleaning thing is not my problem, but the cooking thing, I mean, we've been eating breakfast a lot
Yeah.
for dinner. So, do you guys have any?
Hot breakfast or cold
Both. Pancakes are easy, but cereal's easier.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any hints?
I freezer cook. That works the best for me because I have a husband that travels 60 to 70% of the time. So a lot of times it's just me and the 3-year-old, and it's easy to get in the habit of chicken nuggets or running through the drive-thru. I started cooking, and I'll cook one day, usually like a Sunday I'll pick, and I'll cook a few meals. And you can usually prepare like 4 to 6 meals in a couple hours if you just brown all the meat together and then divvy up what you need.
That's something I really struggled with when I had the twins, and something that I found helpful. I've discovered this website. It's a meal planning website. They give you enough meals for 7 days with side dishes and everything, and a shopping list, and they really try to keep it on a budget. It's a Christian woman does it, and it's been a lifesaver to me. There are times where, I mean, it's 7 meals, but I can sometimes stretch that over a week and a half to 2 weeks, depending on leftovers and if we go out. But I do my shopping and have everything on hand, so it's always there, and then I just get a pick from 7 meals what I want to serve that night.
Well, this year, as my oldest daughter's gone off to kindergarten, I knew I had to come up with a different plan. How was I going to make this happen? And I was like, after being married for 10 years, I've made some meals throughout my life. So I was like, I'm going to go through and see how many I can list and how many that we eat on a regular basis. And I pretty much got through almost the whole month of just Monday through Friday, and not worrying too much about the weekend because you can do leftovers or what if you go out to eat.
Right.
And just doing Monday through Friday, I got through almost the whole month, and I'm like, okay, this is a great idea. And so on the nights that she goes to her after school activities, I put the crock pot meal there so that I know when we get home, we just go right to the crock pot. But those other nights, I grocery shop for all of those things one time a month, and then the only time I go to the grocery store throughout the month is to pick up the fresh food that goes along with it. And it's not like I'm introducing anything new, it's just everything we've been eating for the past 10 years all of a sudden accumulated. So that's how it worked for me, and the grocery shopping has been nice and all one shot, but so I think you'd be surprised at how many you already do.
Do any of your household expectations need an extreme home makeover? Housekeeping matters, but not nearly as much as heart keeping. If your housekeeping is causing you to overlook the people that you love, you may find your house is just a house. But if the people feel loved in the place that you live, even when it's not picture perfect, then you're truly building a home.